We have a special guest today. His name is Jason Dorgan.
And we have a few questions for him.
Jason, I understand you have a very special relationship with the Ice Age Trail. You mind telling us about it?
I'd be happy to. I think it's a special relationship in several ways.
Okay.
One, I'm a runner of the trail, so I've enjoyed it that way. And I direct the trail, so I bring other runners out to enjoy it. But I've also hiked many segments, and 3 years ago I had the pleasure and honor of actually running the entire trail, which is over 1,000 miles long. And I did it from point to point without stopping in reality. I mean, I'd stop every night to sleep, but I would never go home, and we continued the whole thing from one point of the trail at Potawatomi State Park to Interstate State Park, all in Wisconsin.
Wow.
Now, since you've ran the trail in its entirety, what would you say the highlight of the trail is for you?
It's tough to say, I think. There's how to pin it down to one thing. It's the beauty of the trail. The place I almost love the best is Devil's Lake State Park. And I've been going there since I've been a kid for picnics and other things. And as I grew older and realized that the Ice Age Trail goes through it, I could enjoy the Ice Age Trail there now. During the run, though, there was one section that will always be memorable, and I don't think it was anything special beyond, I'd gotten through some tough sections, and kind of the legs were coming back and the pain was going away a little bit, but also it was a new section I'd never been on before, and it was the Mecan River, central Wisconsin, probably only, I'm thinking 6 or 7 miles long, but you're up on this kind of high ridge and there's a river flowing down in the valley. And in April and early May, you can see a lot of it because there's not a lot of foliage out, so you get better views in that respect anyways. And someone actually told me they'd come to meet me during the day to run with me. So every day someone else might be out. I never knew who might show up. So it was kind of cool. And they told me about how this was actually an area that Perrier had wanted to get water out of. And they had successfully prevented that and made the area a wildlife area and part of the Ice Age Trail. So I was very happy to learn about that and be on the trail.
Well, what about food? I know you were burning a lot of calories out there. How did that work?
Yeah, I've ran the 50 miles, I've ran like the 100 miles, and then you kind of eat a little bit, but not a lot. Because one, you have a certain amount of energy store that you can make it through the day. But 50 miles a day for 22 days, I knew if I let myself get worn down, I'd never be able to continue. But I was concerned if I ate too much in the morning or during the day, I'd get sick and nauseous, and it'd be bad that way too. But fabulously, it worked out perfectly. So 7,000 calories a day. You'd have like a small breakfast, maybe a power bar and a banana. My crew, who were wonderful, Tom Bunk and Robert Wiener, they drove my car and met me at our road crossings. And I would get Dairy Queen and milkshakes from McDonald's, or they'd go to the local bar and get me a beef sandwich. So I really kind of ate like a king. I ate very well. And it all settled well to my stomach, so I was very happy about that.
Oh, very nice.
That sounds like an amazing trip right there.
It's still hard to believe. Some days it seems like it was yesterday, and sometimes it feels like that seems like 20 years ago.
Well, that's quite an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. I feel very happy with it.
You should.
Yeah, absolutely. And now I understand you're on the board of directors working for the Ice Age Trail?
Not working for, I'm a volunteer still.
Volunteer
it's a volunteer board. As most of the Ice Age Trail, most of the work is done by volunteers, but there is a core group that is staff. I guess I felt it was necessary to give back to the trail even more than I have, because I've gotten a lot from it.
Right.
I'm hoping that I can be successful and give more back and really help make the trail something that's going to be here for the future. And I think it will be. It's not like the Appalachian, which has a very great benefit of being done. There might be little sections that are kind of rough, but they actually can go from 0 to whatever, and it's all trail. You got road crossing, things like that, but for the most part, it's a trail. Yeah. The Ice Age Trail is kind of in its infancy, even after 50 years, in that of 1,100 miles, we have 450 that are road, and about 650 that are trail. The trails in the North Country are really beautiful also, a little more rustic at times, but it's still a trail, and you're still out in the country and enjoying wildlife and the scenery.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work to do still. So I'm happy to be on the board.
That's a great message. There's a lot of work to do still.
Absolutely. And the spirit of someone like yourself will certainly get it done.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you much. Great talking with you.
Great to meet you.
Thank you. Take care.
You as well.